Welcome back to Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirror of Fate, Diary of a Wimpy Vampire.
I don't wanna! I can't do this anymore!
Oh, I got a paper cut on this scroll! Ugh.
They really want to hammer home that these marionettes are loaded with the souls of humans.
I knew it couldn't be that easy. Much better. This way, I'll be able to deliver your remains to the Toy Maker, so he can have some fun.
So, it's worth repeating. I mentioned it in the Lords of Shadow 1 LP, but Richard Ridings is also the voice of Daddy Pig from the Peppa Pig cartoons. Anyway, this boss sucks. Not as much as the Reaver did, but he's pretty close. Mainly because he could do that when you're on the magnetic rail.
Yeah, that feels wrong.
Yeah, the idea is that you're never completely safe on the rail, and you just have to sort of bait him into the air. Which, again, it's an idea I like in concept, but the execution doesn't really work.
I'm still trying to figure out what exactly he is.
His name is the Demon Lord. I have no idea what he is beyond that.
Oh shit, I was wondering where I recognized Richard Ridings' voice from. He's Mikkel from Xenoblade Chronicles.
Oh. Well, in my heart, he will always be Daddy Pig.
Oh yeah, I'm sure most people recognize him from there, but like I'm just wondering why that laugh sounds so familiar.
I'm gonna have nightmares about whatever this is.
So do I, mostly just because of frustration. You have a limited time frame in which to attack those two switches, and generally you only have one at a time. And also you have a limited amount of time you have to. You can block those. You don't have to do a synchronized parry, but you only have a very short time frame to react to that attack, especially if you don't know it's coming.
Huh. Well, I'm glad the game told you straight up to just block, I guess.
It does, but you also only have like maybe a second or two to react, and it's that kind of surprise attack that you don't really know is there, unless you're expecting it. The stopwatch is very useful. For some reason, I never thought to use the stopwatch during these sections. I don't know why.
I'm still not positive what exactly that machine is.
It's a recharge thing, I guess.
At least those aren't Quickman lasers.
That is true. Wait, Chaos, don't give them ideas.
I don't think they're big enough assholes to put instant death lasers into this. Oh, well, maybe.
Maybe into QTE.
What?
See, I don't mind it here, because at least they've taught you about the wave attacks.
I don't understand the whole hold you to the electricity thing.
Me neither. There is like electricity has been used in bosses before in Lords of Shadow 1, but not in this context. Like there's like this game's version of Frankenstein's monster, which is a mechanical crab. It plays into more of like a young Frankenstein theme, to the point where this version of Frankenstein is actually Friedrich and not Victor von Frankenstein.
was it? Did he? Does he have Red Bull for blood?
Yeah, because it gives you wings.
Double jump.
And glide.
Someone will like my joke in the comments. It's all right. Yeah, basically, the demonic wings, they're a significantly worse version of the double jump from Lords of Shadow 1.
I'm kind of impressed you can make a double jump worse.
Well, they give you a little bit of a glide, but they don't have the power or that oomph that the double jump from Lords of Shadow 1 did.
Yeah, Lost 1 was pretty substantial.
Yeah, once you get around to seeing the Lords of Shadow 1 LP, you'll get a good sense of it. Also, I have no idea. Even after beating this game, I have no idea who that person is. They show up several times in the background during this sequence, during the next couple of maps, and I have no idea who that's supposed to be.
That spirit's wasn't supposed to join, like, Simon's mind, palace. Was it?
Actually, I might know who that could be, but I don't know. So this is Mirror Fate's version of the Swordmaster. She's terrible. I hate her. Which is a real disappointment, because the Swordmaster was my favorite enemy type in Lords of Shadow 1.
Oh my god, they've ruined it.
Yeah, this is the one I'm really disappointed about, that they ruined the Swordmaster. The Swordmaster was incredibly fun in the first game.
And there's no more brutal QT, I'm guessing.
No.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, that sounds kind of lame.
It's just the type of just evenly matched duel atmosphere that they were going with the Swordmaster in the original is just really ruined on a 2D plane.
I'm sure you can make the Virgil fight work in 2D, but I don't think this is it.
Yeah.
It just punches her in the face? What? What?
Yeah. Not to mention, like, there is a QTE. I mean, it's all right. Not as great as the one from the first game, though.
They've done it. Don't you understand? They've done it. They've made Alucard lame.
No, this Alucard will redeem himself in Lords of Shadow 2.
That just means we're stuck with lame Alucard for 3 more videos.
1 more video.
Ah, yes, because this is the end of the road for him. Okay, what's the... Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Is this that one bit from Edda and Eddie where they took away Ed's stairs?
I think so.
That's disturbing.
Oh, and I think I remember what happens at the end here. Yeah.
Uh-huh. The universe has many doors, Ed boy.
I totally forgot about that. Oh, this level. I hate it so. You're supposed to jump further up and then glide over to the staircase.
Like, ridiculously specific solutions to mundane movement things are not great for this type of game.
How many fucking Swordmasters are there?
Too many.
You know it's bad when they're making you skip your previously favorite enemy type.
Yeah. I mean, Lords of Shadow 2 doesn't have them, but then again, they have almost all new enemies, so it's a little more excusable there. Like, off the top of my head, I cannot think of a single enemy type from the first game that returns in the second. So it's not like they, brought back several enemies and then just didn't include the Swordmaster.
Well, it's also like they didn't do blatant asset reuse. So
Right. Yeah, I think it would have been funny if something similar to like the Scissor Sins or Devil May Cry, where the sword can hurt you as it flips all the way down. It would just fit the tone, the cruel tone of this game.
Think of how many more ironic deaths you would have recorded.
Because I'm certainly lacking in those, apparently. Anyway, there are 2 blood vessels that we need to open this door. That breaching animation just looks awful.
I mean, it looks better than the spider ball animation, at least.
Oh yeah, the spider ball animation. We'll get back to that.
Oh
later
no.
on. I can't remember the exact timestamp, but I found something interesting about using the magnetic rail.
I kind of like the elephant in the background there.
Yes, I too enjoy discussing the elephant in the room.
I'll start. This game is awful.
Okay, I think it's about here where I start to realize that the magnetic rail is kind of broken.
What the?
So here's the thing: the magnetic rail gives you a faster faster starting speed. It accelerates you at the beginning, and then it slows down to a consistent speed. So if you spam the right trigger, you could go faster on the magnetic rail than the game intended.
So it's like backwards long jumping.
Yeah, forwards long railing. F.L.R, if you will. Also, the animation is even lazier if you're in wolf form. Look at that. That's like that's like out of someone's 2D game maker project.
Yeah, like, that would be acceptable for like a sprite-based game? That just...
No, Billy, we don't have any more time. Just mirror the model. Just mirror the model.
We don't need to add any more sprites for turning them around. What are you crazy?
Effort? Are you stupid? Just mirror the model.
We're 13 years old. We don't have time for crunch.
Unless it's Captain Crunch.
Our crunch involves lots of sugar and cereal and staying up until 9:30 p.m. way past our bedtime. Oh, if I remember correctly, this is a timed door.
What?
No, this isn't it. No, there is a timed door later. I do remember that.
But why?
Actually, if I remember correctly, the timed door is in the clock tower level, which we have to revisit.
Oh, that's fun.
Fun is one way of putting it, I guess. Yeah, this is where I start to be really aggressive with what I cut. No, I don't want to do the boss rush.
That's kind of a lame tooltip, actually.
This infernal machine has already taken the life of too many of my comrades. Brr.
They are, of course, referring to Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine on Nintendo 64. It's just too addictive.
He focused on one bad game at a time.
Itchy tasty, these scrolls are not.
I also like how the toy maker is forcing people to watch his tragic backstory as like a melodramatic play.
This wasn't this bad. This would be a Futurama plot. What?
I think that's what passes for a glory kill in this game.
Why? What was the point?
They wanted to do like a fake out jump scare, I guess.
That was a thing that existed.
Let me write this as I'm getting my guts torn out.
Whoops, sorry. My large intestine got on the page again. I gotta move it out of the way. Oh, sorry. I hope they can read this. My liver just got squirted right all over the page.
Oh, those scrolls remind me a lot of some like tapes in MGS5 where they kind of start falling apart where you question who's holding the microphone? Or, you know, writing these down.
Well, that's easy. Kojima's holding the microphone. He is God, after all.
Oh.
I mean, he's an S-rank at Intel. Of course, he's in the room every time. No one can see him.
Can't believe he found out where Zero was hiding and didn't tell anyone else at Mother Base.
Well, yeah, it works under Alan Wake plot hole rules. If he told Snake, that would ruin the legitimacy of the story.
Cannot be. Good of you to join us, Alucard.
Father.
It's been a long time.
It seems fate has given me a second chance. I have come to finish what I started.
I know why you have come. I had hoped you would stand with me, son. Hope that you would understand why I must destroy the Brotherhood. Join me in remaking this world.
Join you. Look at me. You've made me a monster. Father, you made me like you. A creature that thirsts for blood, filled with hatred. You should have let me die that night.
No matter. It all ends now.
Let him go. This is between me and you.
He is a Belmont. I will not suffer that bloodline to live any longer.
Alright, are you ready for the best boss fight in the entire game?
Hold up. There's a leaderboard for this game?
Yeah. More importantly, this is a three-way boss fight. Simon and Alucard versus Dracula. And it is probably the best thing in this entire game. I fucking love it.
How does that work? Is the other character AI?
Yeah, Simon is AI controlled. And he does a pretty good job.
Okay, hold up. How come he got an actual arc to his axe throw?
Well, he's an AI. He's cheating.
Also, this is kind of what I imagined what the final fight in Castlevania 3 was intended to look like. Or, you know,
Yeah.
be depicted.
Yeah, this very much has an old school Castlevania crossed with Star Wars feel to it. Especially given the way that Dracula's throne is framed, and there will be a phase later on that has a very Star Wars-y vibe to it. Smell my coat. I don't know why I left this in. I don't care. I'm not cutting this out.
The boss fight's so nice you had to do it twice.
It really is a good fight. It is easily the highlight of this game.
That's not exactly something I want to hear when we're only 2/3 of the way through.
I mean, there are a couple of fights that are almost as good.
That jump rope skip.
Yeah, it's like he's trying to swat a fly with his whip or something.
I kind of like it. Just it's so dumb, but they put a lot of quote unquote care into that animation.
It's like a,
Get it off me! Get off me!
Deal with him, Alucard.
What? Okay.
yeah, we're gonna be fighting Simon now. And if you try to fight him, Alucard refuses.
Release your anger.
Strike him down with all your hatred.
No way.
You know, I wasn't expecting a recreation of the final fight of Mother 3 here.
So the trick for this is that you have to synchronize block and then run in and grab him during the slow-mo. And do that a few times.
Do you need my help, Alucard?
I think this is a neat idea, but I don't know if this is the engine for that.
This is a neat idea, except I don't think he should be using sub-weapons during this phase because you cannot synchronize parry them.
That too. That kind of throws an axe into things.
All right, final phase.
I'm not gonna lie, the fire whip was kind of cool.
Yeah. So it's worth pointing out what Roy thought was the Dark Gauntlet earlier. That is actually Dracula's new weapon, the Shadow Whip, that we will be seeing in Lords of Shadow 2.
No, Simon! It must be you!
This is not how a vampire is supposed to die.
What do you mean?
It wants the pendant you are wearing.
Not a chance. It was a gift from my father. It's all I have of him.
Your father gave you that without knowing its true power. As long as you wear it, you will not be able to decide or act entirely for yourself. Your actions will be guided, manipulated. Do you think you are here entirely of your own free will? Let it go. It doesn't belong to you. Just as it did not belong to your father.
Will you tell me now who you are?
So, you could probably tell who Alucard is supposed to be. The game's not going to tell you, but you could probably figure it out.
Can't believe it's Christopher Belmont's turn.
Oh.
I bet someone out there completely missed the point and wrote at least one Alucard Simon Belmont fan fiction just because of that one deep gaze into each other's eyes.
Oh, that deep gaze pains me.
Especially since if you've been paying attention, you know what it's supposed to mean. Anyway, on to Act 3.